Hello friends, welcome to Easy Maths channel by Rajeshwari. This video is part 2 of the video Quadratic Polynomial. In this video, I will tell you how to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial or any linear polynomial. So let us start the problem solving. Here you can see that there is p of x equal to 3x given. If you want to find the zero of any polynomial, then you have to write p of x equal to 0 first. That means 3x will become 0 and x equal to 0 upon 3. If numerator is 0, then 0 upon 3 gives you answer 0. So x equal to 0. Here 0 of this linear polynomial is x equal to 0. Now let us take second example, that is x square plus 5x plus 6. In this example, a quadratic polynomial is given. In this quadratic polynomial, first we have to factorize it. How to do factorization of quadratic polynomial, that I have explained in part 1 of my video. You can go through that video and understand how to factorize the quadratic polynomial. So let us factorize here. To factorize this quadratic polynomial, we have to find two integers. If we add, we should get 5x, and if we multiply those two integers, we should get 6. So 3 2s are 6. So 5 we have to divide into two parts, that is 3x and 2x. So first term you have to write as it is. Then you have to write 2x plus 3x. Here we have divided 5x into two parts, that is 2x plus 3x, then 6, the constant term. Now from first two terms and last two terms, what can you take common? Here we observe that x is present in both the terms, so we can take x common. So if from x square we will take x common, we will get x plus from 2x if we take x common, we are getting 2 plus. Here plus sign is there, so you take plus common here. Now 6 is divisible by 3, so 3 can be taken as common. If I take 3 common, here x is left plus 3 2s are 6. Now we observe that x plus 2, x plus 2. These two brackets we are getting same. It means our factorization is correct. Now this x plus 2, x plus 2 you can take common. If you take that common, you get here x plus here you get 3. So we got the factors x plus 2 and x plus 3. If you want to find the zero of the polynomial, you have to write equal to 0. Which value equal to 0? This is suppose p of x. So you have to take p of x equal to 0. If you take these two bracket equal to 0, it means either x plus 2 is 0 or x plus 3 is 0. If x is equals to, this will become minus 2, and here x is equals to, this becomes minus 3. So here we got the two zeros of the quadratic polynomial minus 2 and minus 3. Zeros of the polynomial means where this graph of the quadratic polynomial intersect x-axis, that points are called zeros of this polynomial. Let us see the third question. The third question is p of x equals to p to the power 4 minus 16. Here p to the power 4 is equals to 16, we can write as p to the power 4 minus 4 square. P to the power 4 minus 4 square. 16 we can write as 4 square. And as we are finding the zero of the polynomial, p of x value you have to write 0. Then this p to the power 4 minus 16 is written as 4 square. Now p to the power 4 can also be written as p square whole square minus this 4 square. Now here we can observe p square minus 4 square. Here we can use the identity a square minus b square. Here we get a plus b and a minus b. Use this identity in this. So at the place of a there is p square, and at the place of b there is 4. So it becomes p square plus 4 and p square minus 4. Again we can factorize it. Here p square plus 4 will be as it is, and p square minus 4. 4 we can write again as 2 square. So again you can use this identity in this bracket, and you can write as p square plus 4, this bracket as it is, as we are not performing any operation here, and this p square minus 2 square. This is in the form of a square minus b square. So if you use the identity, you will get p plus 2, p minus 2. These are the factors which we are getting when we are factorizing this. So if we are finding the 0 of the polynomial, we have to write this equal to 0. Okay. You can add 0 everywhere here. Equal to 0 you can write. Now it means p to the power 4 plus p square plus 4 equal to 0. P plus 2 equal to 0, or p minus 2 equal to 0. Here we get p equal to plus 2 will go that side and it becomes minus 2, and here we get p equal to minus 2 goes that side, it becomes plus 2. What to do here? Here also p square is equals to 4 goes to that side, it becomes minus 4. Here we got the answer for p equal to, so two values of p we have got here, that is minus 2 and 2, but here it is p square, so we have to take the square root. So p is equals to square root of minus 4. But while taking square root, you have to add plus minus, because positive squares are also positive, negative squares are also negative. Okay, so it will become p is equals to plus minus square root of 4 minus 4. So once you write here p is equals to plus root minus 4 and p is equals to minus root minus 4. And then another two factors are p is equals to minus 2 and p is equals to plus 2. We are getting 4 values of p, that means 4 zeros here, because it is not a quadratic polynomial. Here degree of the polynomial is 4, so we will get 4 values of the variable, that is we will get 4 zeros. I hope you understood how to find the zeros of the polynomial. Now next topic I am taking here is to find the value of p of x is equals to x square minus 5x minus 6 at different values of x. Suppose p of 1 means x value you have to take as 1. So it will become 1 square minus 5 into 1 minus 6. If you solve this, you will get 1 square as 1, 5 ones are 5, minus plus minus, minus 6 is equals to. Now first you add these two. Minus 5 and minus 6 is minus 11. Okay. And minus 11 plus 1, minus 10. Next, we have to find P of 2. So we write a value of x2 here and we have to solve. So here it will become 2 square minus 5 into 2 minus 6. So 2 square is 4, 5 2s are 10, minus 10 here you will get, then here minus 6. So 4 minus of 16, it will give you minus 12. Like this you have to find the values. Now next is P of 3. Similarly x value you have to write as 3 and you have to solve. So let us write 3 square minus 5 3s are minus 6. So you get 3 square 9, 5 3s are 15, plus minus minus here minus 6. So 9 and here minus 15 and minus 6 will give you minus 21. So you will get minus 12. Okay, like this you have to find the value of P of x at different values of x. I am explaining this because when I will explain you how to show graphically any quadratic polynomial, in that you will need this calculation. So you should be perfect in this. That's why I am explaining you this in this video. Now next, P of 0. Then it will be 0 square minus 5 zeros are minus 6. So you'll get 0 square 0 minus 5 zeros are 0 minus 6. Zeros has no value, so answer is minus 6. Okay, so such type of problems you have to calculate in this way. If P of x is given like this, P of x is given here x square minus 5x minus 6. Now they are saying to find P of 1, P of 2, P of 3, P of 4 or P of 0, any number they can give. So at the place of x, you have to put this value 1, 2, 3, 0. Then you have to solve. Okay. Now if after solving the answer is 0, means that value is 0 of the polynomial. That value of x is the 0 of the polynomial. When you will put that value and you will solve and you will get this answer 0, then that value is 0 of the polynomial. Let us see the another problem. They are saying to check in the question P of x value is given as x square minus 9. We have to check whether minus 3 and 3 are zeros or not. How to check it? Same like this only. You have to put P of, you have to put x value minus 3. So it will become minus 3 square minus 9. Minus 3 square is always plus 9. 9 minus 9, 0. And P of plus 3 will give you 3 square minus 9. Means 9 minus 9, 0. Yes, these are the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 9. Means minus 3 and 3. Minus 3 and 3 both are zeros of this polynomial x square minus 9. Okay, that means this polynomial, this quadratic polynomial is passing or intersecting the x-axis at minus 3 and 3. That's why minus 3 and 3 are the zeros of the x square minus 9. I hope you understood how to calculate by writing the value of x in the polynomial given and what is the meaning of 0. If you did not understand properly, please watch this video one more time. And if you don't know how to factorize a quadratic polynomial, you watch my video part 1 of quadratic polynomial, then you will better understand this. Similar problem, try to solve yourself. and send me the pics on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is given in description box. Thank you guys.